going on YouTube? It's your boy Apex Revenge back here again with another video. Today we're going to do another Fortnite video. Today it's not going to be gameplay. I'm just going to do a little tutorial video kind of on like how, some good building, especially when you're starting out if you're not sure how you should build. Also a little tutorial on how to do some editing also on like staircases, walls, yeah, stuff like that. Just stick around and we'll get right into it, alright? Here we go. So the first thing I want to start off with is which materials would you start building? Right now we're in season 5. This is when the wood nerf kind of happened. So we're gonna place down wood, brick, and metal all at the same time. So look, wood goes down 75, boom, goes all the way up to 140 pretty fast. By the way, wood health went down by like an extra 30, I think. I think it was 170. Now it's 140. It starts at 75. You saw that. Boom. Brick also starts at 75, but it builds almost as fast now as wood. It's not quite as fast, but look at the max health, 280 compared to 140. This has double its health, but it builds almost as fast. So in my opinion, I think brick is the best to build with. And then second, or lastly, here's steel. Starts at 75, but again, it takes a little while to build. But look at it's double brick in health. So like the wood meta, it's good. I think it's still good for like pushing it away, but I think overall, brick is definitely the best thing to go with. So we're just gonna knock these two out. We'll stick with brick. So look at that. I literally hit wood out in 2 smacks. That's crazy. Alright, so we'll start off with some. We'll do the editing first. We'll do the editing first real fast. So we're gonna edit a staircase here. So if you're trying to just like you know how people like cut it in half. Well, I didn't know this till not too long ago, but on Xbox you're just gonna hold, go up, and boom, half. And again, boom, on half. Oh, I flipped it by accident. Oops. So for stairs, here we go. You say you want to flip it. So you're going to go from this one. You see how this smaller one's in between all the larger squares? You're going to go for the smaller one and then stop at that one. See how I flipped it? Flipped it. And again, say you want to flip it that way. You're going to start at this one and go to the next one. Boom. Flip it the opposite way. Again. Say I want to flip it again. Boom. Flipped it that way. Boom. Flipped it again. Boom. Boom. Flip. So again, you're gonna hit this middle piece. Hold your right trigger until you hit to the next middle piece. Confirm. Boom. Flip. Again. Hold. Middle piece. Next middle piece. Hold. Flip. That's staircase basically. Staircase in a nutshell. And say like I showed you this one first. Well, if you really wanted to, you could just go ahead and start the other side. Flip it the other way. Let me show you again. So yeah, I did that side before, and I'm gonna do this side. Boom. Now it's cut just onto this half. Stairs are pretty easy. And all that on stairs, by the way, is done by holding your right trigger. You need to hold it the whole time you're editing through. If you don't hold it all the way through, it won't go through. So I guess we'll move on to walls. Let me find a better place for walls. There we go. Showing the full wall. So there's a few different ways you can edit a wall. First, you can do the doorway. And you can do that across the whole bottom. Boom. Doorway. Across all the bottom. Then there's the window. Do that by hitting the middle piece. Again, you can do that on all the middle ones. And then there's the more advanced ones where you're gonna like basically cut off half of it. So say you want to cut off this bottom left. You're going to hit this one, and that one. Confirm it. Cuts that half off. Same thing on the other side. You're going to cut. Boom, boom, boom. Cuts that half off. And if you really want to get intricate with it, I mean, I think you can do the top corners too. Yeah, you can. You can do the top ones as well. Same thing as the bottom. Then there's the more intricate one. If you really want to get crazy with it, you can do the square. So you go boom, 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 boom. And that cuts off more of a big chunk of it. Again, you can do it on the other side. Now you can't do it up top. See? It doesn't let you do it up top. Only on the bottom. That's really it for walls, for editing. Really. Editing is a huge thing. I mean, in my opinion, it does make a difference, especially say like I'm building and then I accidentally place that. Well, I can just edit right through it. Boom, I'm up. I accidentally boxed myself in as I'm building because I want to build a flat piece, and boom. Keep going. Oh, oops. And boom. Well. Rip. Alright. So, now we're going to go ahead and move into how I think you should build, especially just starting out. Some people just don't build and they think they're just not going to get hit. Well, that's not going to work. You're going to want to build. So say you're getting shot at, some dude from the north here. He's shooting at you. And you hear shots. First thing, boom, wall, and then just do a little ramp. Kind of give yourself some cover. You can kind of sit back, trying to find out where he's at. And then once you see where he's at, if you want to build up a little higher, go ahead and just build it up a little higher. Do 2 walls. You do the floor piece, and then you do the ramp. And then you can kind of just keep an eye on him. It's going to give him a harder line of sight if he's below you. Say he's down right in that little valley, right on that road there. It's going to give him a hard time. You're not going to give him a lot to shoot at, especially if you peek well. But you're going to be in the advantage in that situation because you're above him. And then if you really want to get crazy, you can go ahead if you see someone and you're just not sure where he's at. You can do the full box in. Hold all the way up. 4. And just keep building up. That's totally up to you. You can go ahead and do the 1x1. That works. If you're just really not sure where that shot came from. Build the 1x1, kind of protects all areas for you. And then again, you keep going up. I mean, I don't recommend going really higher than this. Because say he shoots out the bottom of your base. If he shoots out the bottom of your base, you're going to take probably a little bit of fall damage. But if you go higher, you have the chance of just straight up dying if he knocks the bottom of your base out. So I don't recommend going more than 3. 3, I think, is the limit. So, I mean, don't go past it. See, look, I'll fall. Took a little bit of fall damage. If I went a little higher, I would have taken off a big chunk. And that's actually kind of 4. That's like 3.5, because this one's like partially in the ground. That's 3.5, and I took 13. I mean, if you're not trying to take fall damage, don't build more than 3. I mean, 3's really all you really need to go. And then let's just move right into how you should push somebody. So pushing, I recommend. Well, actually, let me go back. If you're building a 1x1 and you kind of just know you're gonna stay put there for a while, I would build that out of steel because it has the most base health. So your bottom of your base won't get knocked out. Wood's probably actually the worst to build with right now, only because its health got dropped. So I wouldn't build with wood for 1x1s if you're looking to kind of sit in one for a while. But for pushing, I recommend wood or brick. Probably brick this meta, only because Season 5 they kind of nerf wood. So I'd probably go with brick, but I'll show you with wood anyways. So when you're pushing, there's 2 different ways you can do it. You can go with this method. You put the ramp, wall, ramp, wall, ramp, wall. And probably again, I wouldn't go. I'm on a little cliff here, so I mean, you don't want to push somebody when you're going down over a cliff. But if you're pushing somebody, if you notice they're not peeking or they're not peeking, and you can kind of just keep going, go ahead, build 4 up, get close to them. Usually just try and go 3 high. Again, just like the 1x1, because if you do get knocked out, you're not going to take too much fall damage. I'd go about 3. Or there's the more intricate one, which I'm still working on myself, which is the double ramp and wall. So you're going to build the ramps up, but with the walls to support them, just so your ramp doesn't get knocked out immediately. This one's definitely more effective, only because it's going to take them a lot longer for them to shoot you out, because they have to shoot down 2 ramps and 2 walls each time they want to knock you down, which gives you and buys you enough time to kind of push towards them, which is good. If you can master this one, this is definitely the best way to push somebody. 2 ramps and the 2 walls. It doesn't, that you're worried about knocking you down, that you can kind of get above them and surprise them with a few shots. So, that's also very good. But, like, really, other than that, that's kind of like your beginning, like, how you should figure out how you're going to build, as well as how you're going to edit, when you want to edit, stuff like that. So say, here, let me edit into this 1x1. Say I lose some health here. And I'm in the bottom of this 1x1. Alright, say I'm in the bottom, I'm just healing up. And I know someone's out there, and you're just trying to figure out where they're at. And then they run up on you, and they're shooting down, say this one. You just keep building it, building it, building it, and building it. You can go ahead and sneak out the side if you're fast enough. Oops. Okay, don't work, game. Sneak out the side, jump up, wall, ramp, and then look, you're above them, and they're going to be right down there. you can get a few shots in. Editing definitely comes in handy. I think it's something everyone should know. Again, say shooting this one, and you're like, oh crap, I just kind of need to get out of here. Okay, game's not working. And you can just build up, boom. Now he doesn't even know where you're at. You're back up in the top of your 1x1. He doesn't even know what happened. So definitely work on editing. Editing's huge. So that's probably gonna do it for this one. I kind of showed you. First, I showed you kind of like how, how to edit on right over here. And then I showed you kind of some quick building here. The 2 walls, throw it on the ramp, kind of gives yourself a little bit of, buy you some time. And then there's the 1x1. If you want to sit in a 1x1, kind of keep yourself, yourself in a relaxed position. You don't want to push anybody. That's perfect. But again, build out of metal if you spin on staying in it. And then there's your ways of pushing. You can push this way, which is just quicker. But again, it's riskier because if they do shoot, you're gonna take some fall damage. Or there's this way right here. 2 ramps. I'll show you from the side. The 2 ramps, and then the wall supporting it, just so they can't quite shoot through it right away. It's gonna take them some time. So, yeah, if you enjoyed, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Again, hit that comment section down below. Really appreciate that. And again, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna peace out. See ya.